In this video, we will discuss about different recording modes available in UFT. There are 4 recording modes: normal recording, analog recording, low-level recording, insight recording. The default recording mode is normal recording, and by default, whenever you click on recording mode, that will enter into normal recording mode. To select any other recording type, you should be in normal recording mode. When you click on record, you can observe here. I will create a new test here. I will create new test as test1 underscore normal. Click on create. It creates a new test. I'll make sure that I've opened the application as well. Because I've already opened application, I will select this record and run settings as the first option. Record and run test on any Windows-based application or any other application, right? So do not select the second option. Select the first option because already application is opened. Click on OK. I wanted to click on record. Now, this is called recording toolbar. You can see this here. You can pause the recording. You can stop the recording, and you can able to select, switch to different recording modes like analog recording, low-level recording, insight recording, all this. But we are in normal recording mode. When we record, this is a WPF application. This will be recorded as WPF controls. I'm recording it, clicking on OK. Now you can observe in UFT editor, it records as WPF window like this. If you record on Notepad, let's assume that I'm opening Notepad. And then record something on Notepad, test. Click on stop. It is recorded as window, win editor like this. So it depends on application technology. It is generating program. So each and every actions are as per loaded add-ins. UFT automatically recognizes the application technology and creates these statements. This application is WPF technology, so it shows as WPF window, WPF edit like this. And Notepad is pure Windows application, and it is saying it is showing this as window win edit like this. Similarly, when you record on web application, it will show as browser, page, web edit like this. So this is normal recording mode. It records objects, action, data. So the complete hierarchy of an object is recorded, and this is called data, and this is action. And when you go to keyword view, you will find object and action data. And this is about normal recording. And the same thing when you record on any paint like application. Let's say I'm opening a paint application. I will record on it. Generally on paint, we'll do mouse movements. So we use analog recording for signature recording, but I'm using normal recording here. And what will happen when we do this? I'll stop it. And if you observe here, it is creating these things as drag and drop. It is creating these things as drag and drop, but it is not recording all the mouse movement by movement. It is not recording. So that's the reason we will go for analog recording. So now I'm creating a new test with analog recording. So test2 underscore analog. And in this test, I will record everything with analog recording mode, but not normal recording mode. And of course, even to perform analog recording, I must make sure that I should be in normal recording mode because that is default. I clicked on record, and then going here and selecting analog recording. The moment you select analog recording, it shows an option saying that, do you want to record the mouse movements? So mouse movement means generally it will have X and Y coordinates. Do you want it to record them relative to the screen? So in that case, the 0, 0 position will be here, right? Even if that paint is disabled or paint is minimized, and still it is going to have the 0, 0 position here. Or following window. Following window means wherever this window, even if it is window restored position, it is still going to perform the action on that. So let me explain you record relative to the screen, and then we'll show you how exactly it records. And then I will stop it. It is going to record it as tracks. It is going to record as tracks. Within the test, it will create a new file which will have all the mouse movements list. So I'm going for new. I recorded for twice, right? So the moment I click on run button, it is going to run on desktop. But what you have to remember here is UFT is blocking it. It is performing actions on screen, not on application, because desktop.run, that is the statement what is generated. Desktop.run, that's what is generated, right? So let me do one more time. I will move the window to left side because I started performing actions from this side, right? Yeah, I am not able to move it. It is continuously moving. So this is the problem you get when you record something with respect to screen. That's why we should always record something with respect to window. So instead of desktop.run analog, you will have window recording. I will comment it. So you already know how to comment. You can just use single quote here, or you can use Control M is for commenting. Control M is for commenting. So when you comment, this line will not be executed. So I'm going to perform the same recording with respect to window, and then you can see the difference. I'm going for analog recording, record related to the following window. Click on hand button, show the window. So it is recording that particular title, start analog recording. Now, let us perform some action, right? This is what I am doing. Stop it. See the statement difference. Before it was desktop.run analog. Now it is window paint.run analog. So it is track 1 and it is track 2. So let's see how it executes. This is like a racing car track. This is one track and that is another track like this. Let me execute. Run it. So because we performed on a window, it selects that window. So in this mode, it is going to record that window object as well. And it is performing that action. Simple. It is performing that action. So now, now I will uncomment this. Right? Control Shift M. And then I will paste this line after this because already window is activated. It performs this track 2 first and this track 1 next. Let us see how it works. Control N and let's see. Run it. Let's observe this, how it works. First, this one. This is with respect to screen. With respect to screen is performed now, right? So it executed. So this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. So if you record something with respect to desktop, you must make sure that that application is in the foreground. Then only it can perform the action. If something is there in the foreground, then this track one will be executed, will be performed on that application or on that window or on desktop. But in this case, it is going to perform all the actions on window pane. That's it. So this is the difference. And the next recording type is low level recording. I will close this. Yes, I will also, I'll keep this. I wanted to show you the low level recording difference. I'm going to create a new test with the low level recording. Test 3, low level. Sometimes we might need to work with a technology that UFT doesn't support. Or sometimes with the existing technology of the application, there is a third-party technology included. In such cases, UFT will not find any controls or will not recognize any controls. Let's say there is a text box in that application, there is a button, there might be a button, there might be a link. So those things will not be identified by UFT. It says that I don't know what is that element. I can't record anything. In that case, especially in that case, we have low level recording. The ultimate goal of low level recording is to record. But what will happen is when you record by using low level, it records the elements as window objects. That means in low level, every object is a Windows object, because we are using Windows OS, and every object is first Windows object and then segregated to different types of technologies. So it treats that as a Windows object. Whatever the application it is, I know Windows, I know only Windows, and I will be treating you as a Windows object. That's it. And ultimately, it will record some action on it based on mouse or click actions, mouse click actions. It is going to record by using mouse click actions. Let's see that how low-level recording will record any kind of application. So let's say we already know that this is a WPF application. In normal recording mode, it will record as WPF, but whereas in low-level recording mode, this will be recognized as a Windows application, not as a WPF application. That too, in Windows application, it doesn't find any text box, any button. It treats everything as the parent object is going to be window, the child object is going to be Win object. That's it. Only window and Win object. These two things will be there in low-level recording. These two things will be there in low-level recording. So let me open Flight. And then let's try to perform low-level recording on it. Default low-level recording. That's it. I will use some different. It was already intentionally. I'm using some different one. Clicking on OK. I wanted to create some more elements. That's it. Stop it. Observe it. It says that window click, window type, window click, window type, window and Win object. So there is nothing you will find here. You will find only window and Win objects. The ultimate goal of low-level recording is to record at least a click action with some coordinates. So when you run it, it is exactly going to check the coordinates with respect to 0, 0 position here, with respect to this window, and then clicks here and then send keys, clicks here, send keys, clicks here. So it is going to find everything as a Windows object. So this is how low-level recording will recognize the objects or will recognize any technology as a Windows technology. And then we'll record them as Win objects, not even as buttons or text boxes. It is everything, even a text box or a button or anything, it is going to record as Win object. That's it. The ultimate goal of low-level recording is to record. So there is a small history here. Until UFT 12, we have these 3 recording types, but from 12.5, we also have insert recording type. The goal of insert recording is to handle the technologies which are not recognized by UFT. So that means low-level recording and insert recording are for the same purpose. Low-level recording and insert recording are for the same purpose. But before, that means older versions of UFT doesn't have inside recording type. And it is like they are still supporting the low-level recording. In my view, after we got inside recording, we don't need to use low-level recording because we can make objects to get identified by using inside recording with images. In inside recording, it is going to record the images of elements, images of objects. In low-level recording, it ultimately record an action by using at least mouse coordinate. Click on there and then send a keys, click on there, send a keys kind of stuff. But whereas in inside recording, it records them as images. So because of that, inside recording is more reliable than low-level recording. And the purpose is same. So it is more useful than low-level recording. So let us see how inside recording will work. Let me create a new test. New test. Test underscore 4. Test 4 underscore inside. Let us see this. So now I will record everything with respect to inside recording. So this is the application that I have, and let us see how it records. And remember, there are so many things in inside recording itself, right? We can record and we can perform actions, many things we can do that. Do not think that recording is final. The recorded code is final. There are so much things we can do with inside recording. Clicking on OK button, and I will select default and inside recording. This is a recording toolbar. Yes. Oh, I accidentally pressed it. Going here, pause button. Yeah. I will click on pause button again. Yeah. So now I'm in inside recording mode. I will click on this username first and then enter the data and clicking on here, enter. So if you observe here, yeah, a statement got created, right? And HP, clicking on OK, right? And let's stop it here and then see what got recorded. See what got recorded. So it is basically recorded the images. It's basically recorded the images, but it's not recording any kind of text kind. It's not recording any kind of text. We can able to edit these images and we can work with it. But what you have to remember is when it comes to inside recording, do not believe the recorded code. By editing, we can do many things. The recorded objects generally be there in something called object repository. Here we can able to modify it. Here we can able to modify it. So what object got recorded, we can see those things here. What object got recorded, you can see those things here. Right. So it is not actually recorded everything, but we can do many more things. So let me record one more time And then we'll see, is it going to record any other statements or not in inside recording mode. I'm clicking on book flight. I'm clicking on London, selecting some data, Paris, selecting some data here, and then find flights. So let us see what got recorded. Oh, I have not selected inside recording type. Okay, let me record one more time and click on record. Select inside recording and click on find flights. You can see that. So whether they got recorded or not, let us see. So back button is recorded, find flights is recorded. The buttons are recorded very well. Buttons are recorded very well. But whereas when it comes to entering text, let me go back to our application front end one more time. I'm not going to execute this because these are all random statements. So I wanted to execute from the last of the line. So I clicked on enter, click on record. Selecting the inside recording, going here. I clicked on there. Yes, one statement is showing. Fine. I'm giving John. Wait for it. Again, one more time. I'm clicking on here, giving HP. One more time. It's over. Now, clicking on OK. Now let me stop there and see what got it is recorded. Yes, exactly. Now it shows password, username, something like this. You can see that. So you can actually edit each and everything. So you can go here and then view in repository, and we can able to edit each and everything. You can specify, change test object image, something like that. You can specify it. I wanted to find this one, and then like this, you can able to do many more things in editing mode. So that's what I'm telling you. When it comes to inside recording, do not rely on the recorded code. So of course, do not rely on any recorded code, because we should always edit and then see that whether it is completely recorded fine or not. Now you can see we are just changing it, and because of that you can click on it without having any issue. And also one more thing you have to remember, it doesn't record, it's not recorded the entering text. Entering a text entry is not recorded. So these kind of things you should always remember, right? So where to use insight, where not to use insight, but insight recording is really helpful for handling any kind of technology.